Hey guys, my name is Bryce, and today I'm going to be doing a little walkthrough of my Tahu 2015 MOC. What I'll be doing first is I'll be doing a side-by-side comparison of what's on the box versus what you see as my new revised Toa here. So now that you've seen the original, there's a lot of color changes that I've done, so I'll just bring this to the full center of attention now. With this Tahu here, I really wanted to sort of emulate the territory that he was in. You can obviously see in color schemes that have happened before in the past of him, but there's really not so much gold around lava flows as there is molten lava, or you end up just with all these hardened pieces of volcanic ash and volcanic rock. I really wanted to sort of mimic that in the new design of Tahu. So a big influence was first acquiring this mask that just sort of jet set off for me where, hey, I should probably try using a lot more trans orange. So I kind of just started from the head and worked my way down. I really wanted to make a very sort of brutish Tahu with, in this case, giant fists, which not only feature fingers, there's actually fully posable thumbs. So you can do, you know, a series of different gestures, such as pointing, or, you know, rock and roll, whatever you want to do, with a few points of flexibility which are straightforward. I also have the gears, which were a big part of the 2015 part. Unfortunately, there is no waist twisting action. This was made a little while ago. This was made right when the 2015 set first came out, so as a result I haven't really taken time to change it all that much. And plus too, with the build itself, it kind of works best for the time that it was set up and everything. I have an Onua video coming out a little later on, which will actually have both gearboxes, and as well, this is really the only MOC that won't feature that. However, for what he does it quite well. The shoulders were very tricky to have all of this room to spin around but actually not reveal too much of the gearbox behind, so I ended up giving him like a really large hunch, and as you may have seen, there's quite a few little flares of fire that are coming off. And again, as I was saying before about the territory of where Tahu actually is coming from, you'd have the majority of the landmass covered in volcanic rock, but you'd also have the lava flows and also just fire seeping right off the surface. So I thought it'd be really cool to have essentially Tahu emulating this by having his armor constantly burnt to a crisp, and then anything that's superheated just becomes easier to see through, and there's just constantly flare-ups and everything. Not only that, but his hands are actually large enough to grab a full skull spider within a single fist, and I'm not gonna say what he'd do with it, probably just, you know, throw it into a waste receptacle, or, you know, whatever you're supposed to do with skull spiders. And of course, as you've seen on the back, I tried to add as many details and keep it as symmetrical as possible. For one though, you can actually have the original mask stored in his back, which is also part of the reason why I don't have a gearbox there, is that this is a very nice kind of way to actually have a pseudo-organic descent into the rest of the torso and the back and everything. Obviously this is fairly technic, but I'll see if I can figure that out in later iterations. But yeah, in terms of his swords, I haven't changed all that much, but I think it's actually pretty great that either he can slot the sword into where there's a little technic slot in the thumb, or in this part of the thumb, or he can just sort of grip wherever he likes, because really the posability of this hand is so open and doable that, yeah, you can actually get pretty tight grasp on whatever Tahu can get his hands on, essentially. This is my version of the 2015 iteration of Tahu. Certainly so much has changed in terms of just body type and general essence of who this figure is now. It's very much like more of a Titan sort of class, more of a berserker and everything, which I think matches Tahu's very aggressive. More importantly, it's a force to be reckoned with. And that's kind of what I wanted to deliver with this character. So I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.